Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to share with you a very interesting passage from the Gospel of Matthew. This is the story of the parable of the tenants. And there are several angles we can take to analyze this passage, but I like to relate this story and reflection to someone very special in our faith, Mother Mary, and see what lessons we can draw from the example of her life in connection with this parable. So this is how the story of the parable unfolds. Imagine a landowner who sets up a vineyard with everything that it could possibly need, and then he leaves it in the care of some of his tenants. But when the time comes to collect the fruits from the vineyard, the tenants mistreat and even kill the landowner's messengers, including his own son. Now let's think about this with Mother Mary's example. So she was given a monumental responsibility as well, to be the mother of Jesus. She accepted God's plan for her life with faith and humility, accepting the custody of God's greatest gift to humanity. Unlike the wicked tenants who rejected and harmed the landowner's son, Mary welcomed and nurtured Jesus, even when she knew that the path would not be easy. Mary's role as Jesus' mother was also not just about physical caretaking, it was about a spiritual custodianship as well. She nurtured Jesus, supported him, and stood by him, even to the foot of the cross. Mary's life is teaching us about the true essence of what custodianship means. It's about receiving God's gifts with grace, nurturing them, and letting them fulfill the purpose God's plan has for our lives. This parable, when we see it through Mother Mary's example, is inviting us to reflect on how we manage our respective lives. Are we like Mother Mary, who accepted God's will with a heart full of faith? Or do we sometimes act like the tenants in the parable, desperate and taking for granted the blessings and responsibilities that we've been entrusted with? Mary is teaching us that when we accept our responsibilities with humility and love, we can bring forth incredible fruits, just like she did in her role as the mother of Christ. So as we are reflecting on the parable of the tenants and the life of Mother Mary, let us think about how we can more fully embrace the roles we've been given with in our families, in our work lives, in every area of life we are called to. Let us be inspired by Mother Mary's example in accepting those duties, those calls, with joy and faith. Let's recognize that true fulfillment comes from faithfully performing our part, regardless of what the outcome may be, which is ultimately in God's hands anyway. Her life is encouraging us today to reflect wisely and act with courage, while deeply trusting the providence of God for everything that we could possibly need. Let's be inspired today by Mother Mary's example to accept our responsibilities, knowing that we are called to nurture and protect God's gift in our lives. Thank you for listening, and God bless your spiritual journeys.